passing the feedback on, and hopefully they can come up with something a little bit better. All right, guys. So we do have our players here, and of course we do not have Sleeping Jim still. We do have Sleeping Ryung, so let's just fix the title quickly. Perfect. Let's do this then. So the top left-hand side of the map on Echo, our red Terran player is going to be Ryung. Currently team is and looking for a team. If by any chance you are out there in the chat and you're a team owner, then maybe pick this guy up. He's a pretty cool guy. Be a pretty fun addition to your team. Get him on board. As to the bottom right-hand side, our blue Zerg player from Team Leifeng is Sleep. Team Leifeng, sponsored by the same people that do the Leifeng Cup and so on. They also have tie-ins with the SGL, although it's not quite the same people. They help organize the SGL, but they don't actually put the prize money in. It's by another guy, so that's all going on and stuff like that. But yeah, obviously sponsored by the same sort of people. That's cool. It's different. It's awesome. Background confirmed. Terran bias. Yeah, just a little bit. Oh, it's nice to have the green screen back, though. I moved the green screen into my office like a month ago, which obviously means that I haven't had the green screen for the past month, so every time I cast it, it's been pretty ugly in the background. It's like, ugh. It's so nasty to go from a green screen to no green screen. It's like, oh no, I missed my green screen. Actually, the green screen works really well in here. This is the first time I've got the green screen set up with like 2 lights. The green screen like works super well in here. Like, it's crazy how well it works. Like, if you look at it, I'm just going to maximize. Obviously, you can't see it now, but like, there's like no like pixels or anything. Like, it works perfectly in here. It's super good. I love it. Really, really nice. Awesome. All right, guys. So I'm going to continue on in this Group A of the SGL. And as we can see right now, it is just going to be a Reaper expand and setting up into a reactor and a factory behind this. So Ryung going to start moving across the map with his first Reaper to see what he can get up to. Now I have to say, you know, it is going to be interesting to see how this goes. Again, still we're on the new patch, so intrigued to see how someone like Ryung approaches the new patch. Does he try and play some mech here, or does he have a little bit of a different idea as to what sort of direction he's going to be taking this in? Well, let's find out. This Ripper for now, starting to move down to the bottom right-hand side, looking to see what's up. Hops in towards the main, in towards the natural expansion. Hops away, and is again just kind of moving around to see what he can get up to right now. Grenade goes down, Queen gets blasted back. And Reaper just going to take another little bit of shot of damage there. And as the Reaper just continues to sort of scout around to see what is going on. So Reaper just scouting in the early stages. I mean, nothing really too surprising about that. Just wants to see what's up and what's going on. Just trying to figure out what's happening to see what he can get up to himself. So Reaper moving around. And there's Hellions on the way behind this. And already a second factory coming up with a reactor as well. So going to be Hellion Cyclone from the get-go from Ryung. So this is obviously a very cool little way. This is obviously a very cool way to sort of set up into a, into kind of, using the patch already, kind of very different kind of way of opening. Hellion Cyclone obviously is something we've seen in the past, but not from kind of like reacted Hellions and reacted Cyclones. You can see 2 Cyclones starting up over there. I got confused like where the gas was because I was waiting for this factory to land before the Cyclones got made. But obviously we can make onto this factory too. So 4 Hellions and Cyclones going to be coming up here in the new, very near future. Armory comes down as well. Wow, Hellbat Cyclone attack. I think I've ever seen this in my life. So this is going to be pretty cool. As we see a Hellbat Cyclone attack coming on in. So Ryung really changing things up. That said, Sleep is preparing quite well for this. Bane and Nest coming down is obviously the first step towards having something in position to deal with this sort of attack. So Bane's are a nice little way to just shut down some of the Hellions and the Hellbats. Get rid of a few of those quickly. He does see if there's Zerg in the barracks floating across, so he should have an idea that's at least going to be mech. So we'll see what his response is to that. For now, just Evo Chambers continue to come up. No sign of a Roach Roaring just yet. As we're going to be seeing the Hellions and Cyclones coming across here. And again, 2 more Hellions will join up very soon. And these Hellions will morph into Hellbats in the next moment or so. So, Cyclone's going to look on towards that Overlord. Very slow shots from the Cyclones. Very slow to kill this off nowadays. As we can see that Overlord going to get transfused as well. It's actually kind of crazy. Overlord. The Cyclone lock-on is super crap. I said super crap. It's actually kind of true. It is pretty crap in comparison now. So obviously a lot of other things have changed on. Here we go. Hellbats will morph in. More Hellions and Cyclones coming across the map. And will Ryung attack? Does he attack now, or does he wait a little bit longer for the rest of these units? Looks like he'll wait. A couple more units to come forwards, and here we go. Hellbats will move forwards. I mean, Lingbane is ready. Scan comes down, going to clean up some of the crew spread initially here as continues to move on forwards. 4 Cyclones in total as 2 more Hellbats morph in from Hellion Motors. Oh no, the Baners connect on so many Hellbats. Ryung was not really ready for that right away, as we see the Cyclones and the Hellbats going to continue fighting here. It's a nice little combination of units. You can see the Hellbats get rid of the Lings, and as the Hellbats get rid of the Lings, the Cyclones will just fight against everything else. 3 Cyclones left over, and some more Hellions coming in to morph into Hellbats once again as well. There's Roaches coming out, though. It looks as though this will be cleaned up. Really, those first few Baners just connecting so nicely. And with those first initial Banon connections, it's enough to push this back. Those Hellbats and Cyclones going to have to turn away and just back off a little bit here. So Cyclone's going to actually lock on towards that Overlord overhead, and they're going to start working their way through this. So that Overlord is going to go down here. And Overlord just going to sit over to the side. I'm just going to be seeing those units just gathering up together. Third base coming up in location as well for Ryung. So you're going to see the third base coming up right now. That's going to be finishing very soon, as Cyclones will back away and join up with a few more of these Hellions. So a few more units just gathering up together, and again, all these units going to be ready to go as Cyclone's going to just be repaired on up. And Queen's just going to push these this barracks away. There's a rare in the chat saying that Lokan just did this versus Snoot in the Nordic Championship. Well, that's pretty awesome. Unfortunately, I mean, I said this yesterday. I haven't really casted much of the new patch, so I haven't really seen a lot of the meta. So I'm sort of learning with you guys, if you guys don't know much either. But obviously, I wasn't able to watch the Nordic Championships because we were casting this morning already. We were casting OSE Global All-Stars, so we didn't get to see the Nordic Championship, which is still ongoing, by the way. I think the Zanster Serral taking place right now. So do go get on that if you fancy watching some of that. Snoot will be playing again soon as well. And as we do see Cyclones and Hellbats starting to move across down to the south side of the map. So, Cyclones and Hellbats is going to be starting to move forwards, and yeah, just locking onto an Overlord. Still crazy how slow one Overlord dies. So many Cyclones locked on. Does supply lock his opponent though, and continue to move forwards here. And we see now as Heron player once more just try and see what he can do, see if he can push forward. So Ling is going to counterattack and pick off reinforcements. Obviously a very efficient way to trade with a few Zerglings. As we're going to be seeing these few Lings just going to be sitting around in the center, and just going to be seeing the rest of these units just continue to move forward. As we see a few corrosive bars will miss these Cyclones, actually hitting his own Crypt Tumor there. These Cyclones aren't going to die, man. Like, these Zerglings are just going to keep on disappearing, and yeah, the Queen's going to go down as well, the Ravager too. And that is basically just Cyclones continue to kill off. Actually, a couple of Cyclones just disappeared then, a little bit faster than I thought they would. But I still think Ryung just has enough to keep on fighting here. A few more Hellbats to tank, letting the Cyclones get away. That one Cyclone super low health in the back finally gets target fired down. But I mean, there's still just so much here as Ryung moves forwards. 30 more Roaches on the way. Problem is they keep spawning all split up, and if them being split up, they just take so much damage before they, the Roaches keep on dying before they all gather together, right? So that's the issue, and as drones get pulled in and try and help defend, that's not pretty either. 16 workers going down. He might clean up this attack, but at the cost of a lot of workers and at the cost of the fact that whenever Ryung just attacks again, he'll probably struggle to deal with it. Lurker Den is on the way down. If he could get to Lurkers, it could be a good way for him to fight against this, but obviously Lurker Den is one of the longest building structures in the game, if not the longest building structure in the game. So 86 seconds to build, followed by a 20-second Lurker morph-in time. That's literally 15 seconds shy of a 2-minute timing on the Lurkers right now, and that's a long time to survive without those Lurkers, if that's what you're going to really be relying on to stay alive in this right now. So it's going to be seeing these Cyclones coming down the left-hand side, looking to see what else they can get up to right now. 2 more Cyclones at the top side, as we're going to be seeing an SCV moving forwards as well. We're going to see this barracks side overhead, and the Roach is going to keep on moving forwards too, moving through under that barracks. And again, all of these Cyclones just gathering up together, plus 2 vehicle weapons will now finish also. As we'll be seeing, sorry, not 2 vehicle weapons, plus 2 vehicle plane will finish also. Let's see these, I mean, a tank or 2 is starting to be introduced, and those tanks should be enough to start to just defer these Roaches. I mean, they do so much damage. This is the first shot. I'm going to show you just how much they do, and you can see those Roaches already taking a lot. Nice target fight from Ryung. Decides to target fight into the center of the Roaches just to maximize the damage he's dealing here. A few of the Roaches will burrow, which will help their regeneration, of course. Forward movement not quite finished just yet, but actually the scan comes down, and Ryung is going to pick off 4 or 5 Roaches before Sleep even responds to this. So Sleep losing a bunch of Roaches already. To the left-hand side, the CC will be delayed by a little bit, but I mean, it still won't go down, so it's okay. It can still be finished up. A few bird Roaches will move forwards now. Ryung does have a turret in place on the low ground here, and the tank in position as well. We'll get some decent damage done as the Roaches try to start moving forward, so good defense by Ryung. You know, he saw this Roach-based composition. He says, well, you know what, something players are doing a lot of lately when they have roaches is to go into an opening which is going to involve a, which is going to involve like kind of burrowed movement and this sort of stuff and this sort of harassment. Moving forward here, picks up a few more roaches. Sleep trying to get out of range of that scan, but it's just so slow. And Sleep is really just struggling to do anything right now. Ryung continuing to not even pile on the pressure, just deflect and deal damage to the army of his opponent while staying very sturdy himself and not really taking much damage on his own. So things looking really good right now for Ryung, as we're going to see tanks, Hellbats, and Cyclones all gathering up together between the natural and the third base. Coming in here, a couple of Changelings going to get shot down as these Cyclones now going to be moving on forwards. They're going to come forwards and actually they're going to start picking off this Overseer in the skies as well. So Overseer will also fall. That gets popped. And still just some more units coming over to the left-hand side. Some more SCVs going to travel over to the far left-hand side right now. As again, look how many Cyclones there are. That is 19 Cyclones. And I said literally again. I realized I said that a couple of times very recently, so I'm trying to stop. 19 Cyclones is a crazy number. I mean, we are talking about... well, I don't even know what to say. I don't think I've ever seen 19 Cyclones in my life. So this is really crazy. I mean, I probably have seen 19 Cyclones, but it looks pretty ridiculous. We're going to see a few tanks to back this up as well. The Hellbats the tank. I mean, I don't actually really see a way he fights this. I guess the Lurkers are going to be pretty decent. And obviously, I mean, that's the thing, though. They're going to be decent until the tanks siege up, and then the tanks just absolutely destroy them, right? So that's going to be sort of brutal. We'll see Roaches getting destroyed here straight away. First Lurker goes down too. It's definitely going to be the issue. These tanks are just able to push forwards very aggressively on towards the Lurkers. And obviously, that's one of the things that these tanks are designed to do. Push back Lurkers, siege units against siege units, but there is no better siege unit than the siege tank, unfortunately. And we'll see a few more of those tanks sieging up. Another scan will come down to reveal some Lurkers. May want to get the rest of his tanks a bit better positioned before he actually decides to scan. Sees the kind of range of the Lurkers right now, so it's always nice to see. As we're going to see, actually he spots a few of these Lurkers to the side. Actually, Cyclones in range to help out. Another scan. Gets rid of a lot of these Cyclones quickly. Roaches will commit forwards now as well. Very good trades again from Ryung, maintaining a maxed out army supply. And he's just bullied himself into a position now where he's between the third and fourth base. And between these bases, he's able to get rid of this fourth base very quickly of the Cyclones. I mean, Roaches are trying to burrow into position here. A few Hydras are going down very quickly as these Cyclones will turn around and start to fight the Roaches once again. Now that's Cyclones, tanks, all looking to see what else they can do. 6 drones have gone down here. These Roaches trying to move forwards again once more. As the scan comes down, these Roaches continue to take a lot of damages. I mean, there's just so much mech at the front of this Zerg base. It's not looking pretty for him at all. And honestly, Sleep looking to clean up a few more units. So he's just going to have to tap out the game. Ryung going to take game number 1 of this series, and Sleep is yet to take a map here in the SGL. I mean, obviously this was just game 1 of this series, but it was very one-sided, I feel, in favor of Ryung. So in-game, introduce our players. To the bottom left, we're going to be starting off with our red Terran player, who is 1-0 up in the best of 3. Let's hear it, guys, if you're cheering on Ryung. And to the top right-hand side, our blue Zerg, it is going to be Sleep from Team Leifeng. Coming in here, looking to see what he can get up to, what he can achieve over the next few minutes of the game. Alright, setting up into the second game. I mean, Daybreak is a map which is actually very mech-friendly as well. I feel as if that's actually my issue right now, the fact that we're sort of seeing Turtle Mech becoming suddenly so much better. And simultaneously, we're seeing a map pool where pretty much every map promotes mech play. Echo is a great mech map. Daybreak is a great mech map because of the base layout. Varney Research Station was always a great mech map, split map sort of thing. Whirlwind is a little bit different. It can be used for mech, but it's not brilliant, so that's kind of the oddity. New Kick Precinct was always a split map mech map. What other maps even are there? Habitation Station is obviously a bit weird. But when I can name 4 of the 7 maps off the top of my head as great mech maps, like, that's sort of the issue I have. Like, I don't think I would mind it so much if not every map promoted mech-based play, but the current map pool does do that, and maybe that is our issue. Anyways, I mean, we'll see. Again, I keep saying this, but as the meta develops, we'll see more and more. We'll figure it out, and we'll see what the players are doing. It's always one of the main things as well, to see what the players are getting up to, see what the players are doing with themselves, and just seeing where their metagame is headed. Gasfir's Reaper coming in from Ryung, which means the factory will follow up quite quickly after this. And I wonder if we see another kind of Hellbat Cyclone-based opening here. just apply pressure early on. I feel as though last time around it actually worked out quite nicely. Did a lot of damage, picked off a lot of drones, and really put himself into a good position. I mean, the game didn't end immediately, but he was in a good enough position to sort of just play from, right? And from there, he was able to kind of keep on moving along nicely. As we see this Reaper going to start heading over to the top right side of the map. So Reaper heading on over here from Ryung. So he's heading over to this right-hand side, and again, just looking to see how things are going to be going as he'll pop on up. And towards the main base as well, perhaps. Nope, not just yet. We'll just keep on trading here with these few Zerglings, though. So, feelings is being traded against, and we're only taking a little bit of damage right now, as you do just see the things. Taking a little bit of damage as well, and drone just get blasted there by the Reaper grenade. So, yeah, good damage so far by Ryung, just poking away. I mean, no kills, but I mean, what else is a Reaper meant to do? I mean, getting a kill or two is nice, but not the end of the world if he doesn't. As we see another Reaper on the way, actually. Interesting. A second Reaper is very interesting, because that's taking up gas. Oh, I am intrigued. So I wonder if there's just ability where actually maybe uses the Reaper grenades to help with the Hellbat attack. Armory does go down again, so it's definitely going to be Hellbats. Very different way of doing this, though, from the last time around. Obviously, no second factory. Actually, still only on one gas, so very different from the last game, and much faster armory as well, if I'm not mistaken. So really, really changing things up here as Ryung, as we head into game 2. Got to Tech Lab down now as well on the barracks. So I wonder where that's going to go. As you know, is he going to go for stim? Is he going to start building tanks very quickly after this? What exactly is his plan going to be? As we see this Reaper coming around the side, going to come onto this watchtower. There's 2 Reapers in total. Still yet to see what the Tech Lab is used for, as more Hellions do join up together. They're all going to be gathering up to the north. There is Stim, so he is going to build Stim off this. How about attack into Stim? Very unique, very different. I mean, the thing is, though, well, actually, Bannernet starts up again, but it's actually maybe even too late, because there's just so many, you know, so early a Hellbat attack, right? Like, 6 Hellbats are going to set super quick, probably before this Bannernet is finished. 8 more Lings, though, so you're starting to kind of figure out what this is, and looks like Ryung might just attack in towards the 3rd base, in which case, actually, he might be sort of okay to sort of just sit over here, and Lings might not come over so quickly. If you Queen's starting to come in, actually Ling's setting up for the surround from the left-hand side. I guess he'll bring some in from the north as well. Has to go sooner rather than later, though, because this hatchery is getting very low. If he doesn't go shortly, it's going to go down. He actually gets killed, no cancel. The Ling's way too late to commit in, and Ryung picks up the damage he's looking for. And now he could maybe even just morph back into Hellions and just kite away against those Zerglings if you would like. More Lings being made. I wonder if actually we're going to just see a counter-Baneling burst here. There's so much gas in the bank for sleep. He's lost his 3rd base. I mean, counter-busting might just be kind of one of the better ways for him to go about this right now. So here we go. Baneling's going to morph in so far away, though. Like, why morph them in all the way up here? I mean, morph them in over here can work. Out here, maybe. I guess not out here because of the watchtower, but up here. I mean, you can morph them in just so much closer. So very interesting as we're going to be seeing all of these Banes adding up together and getting ready to go. Let's see a few of those Hellions just pulling back as well. Scan onto the natural expansion. There's going to be seeing these Zerglings going to be moving towards the top side to see where they might just end up. A few more Banes are going to gather together and keep on moving forwards here. And, well, here we go. Ling Bane moving on in towards the natural expansion. And he's going to be seeing these Hellions just having a little bit of a look around to see what's going to happen. Grenades going down. You just see these Banelings getting blasted around. So much delay caused by the Reaper grenades. Actually means a lot more of those Banelings go down than should have done. And so we're just going to see, well, the bunker holds. There's the Hellions will hold. I mean, a few SCVs get killed, but losing 8 workers right now is not enough. He needs to kill like 20 plus workers to be in a decent position. We're talking about a 3cc Terran player against a Zerg whose 3rd hatchery is just halfway built. I mean, this was not enough damage. Work counts that even this triple mule on the map still way too good a hold from Ryung. And, well, at this point, Ryung will just probably keep on building up a few more Marines. Probably going to... Actually still doesn't have a starport. Building more and more Hellions, though, as we see more Zerglings streaming on out. Sleep, is he really going to go for another attack of this? Or has he maybe thought about that and then decided not to? I guess that's definitely a possibility at this point. Is going to be seeing these Lings getting ready to come around the left side once again. Coming in, picking off that Marine nice and quickly. And in the end, Hellions just looking to see what they can get up to. A second bunker on the high ground as well. The Ryung is so safe, so all of those... all is safe right now is going to be seeing the Overlords there gotten taken down. These Zerglings just going to be coming forwards and just going to start working their way through these rocks. So rocks going to start falling over here. I mean, at this point, we sort of just sit back and wait to see what happens next. But Ryung is in a really kind of beautiful position. 1-1 finishing, huge upgrade lead. He's going to be able to push out now. Still missing the Medivacs to kind of really attack, I guess. I'll come in shortly. Starport moving over into position as we speak. Starts moving over, and just going to be seeing those Hellions coming towards the top side. And again, I guess the Zergling's going to be looking to see what they get up to as well. As Creep Team is pushing forwards at the top side as well. Queens continuing to clean out these rocks. And he's going to be continuing to move forwards right now. Queens, again, looking to see what they can get up to as the Hellions continue to trade on out. And again, just picking up Creep Teamers. More than anything, Creep Teamers actually might be the most useful thing you can get with these Hellions at this point, apart from running by and killing loads of drones. Because the more creep he denies, the easier it becomes for him to attack throughout the rest of the game. So that's kind of worth keeping in mind as well. As we're going to see Lings and Queens starting to work their way through the rocks in the center of the map here. And those rocks are starting to take a lot of damage very quickly. So much damage being done onto those rocks, actually. And we're going to see these two Medivacs. They're going to move out from the natural expansion. And they're also going to be having a look to see what else they can get up to. So moving down to the south side. And they're going to be moving on in, looking to see where they can go. As we're going to be seeing the Creep Team again picked off. Killing his Roaches, Ravages going to be moving through the center of the map as well. And coming in, picking off a few Marines, getting caught there as well. And still a few Hellions just to the top side to try and roast a little bit, try and add a little bit of extra damage. Actually, we're going to pull up to the high ground here, as he has had a lot of units across the map. So we'll use the high ground, puts his tank up there straight away. No high ground vision for the Zerg, which means he can't hit corrosive bars onto that siege tank, which is obviously problematic. SCVs get pulled in to try and buy some time. Third base will go down for our Zerg player at the same time. In fact, Ryung just says, cool, there's nothing here. I'm just going to keep moving forwards. Hellbats from the north. They're going to come in as well to help clean out. 14 workers, 17 workers lost. Ryung losing a lot of workers, but the double tank will clean up so much, and the drop on the other side of the map will continue to clean up so much as well. GG, and Ryung